Hello students, how are you? I hope all of you are doing well. So I am Aditya and I will be teaching you IQ, that is mental ability, about score or about any competitive exam that you will be giving in future. So what today's topic is, I'm just giving you a little introduction today only. I'm not just touching any topic, relevant topic or concept. I'm telling only about the introduction part of IQ. Okay, today only this. So our today's topic is how to attempt mental ability or IQ or reasoning in competitive exams. Competitive exams can be any exams, but more importantly, I will be talking about score. Okay, so let us now start with our topic. So as we can see, first of all, I'm telling you about mental ability. What is mental ability? So mental ability is all about knowing something logically. Okay, or we can see analyzing patterns and solving problems systematically. If I'm saying that you have to solve any problem logically, it means that you will be given questions that will be related to your day-to-day life, like the persons who are sitting on a bench. Okay, you have to arrange the persons. Okay, you have to rank the persons. It will come into the topic of number ranking and ordering. Okay, so suppose I'm telling you something about series. So that series question will be related to your day-to-day life. Okay, so I will be telling something about each of these chapters. Okay, topic by topic. But first of all, I'm going to tell you something about score also. So score exam allocates a significant weightage to mental ability. Okay, that I think everyone knows that mental ability is having a lot of marks or a lot of weightage in score. Okay, so mastering this section can dramatically boost your score. This we can clearly understand that the portion which is having a lot of weightage will give you a lot of marks also, because the thing is, maths portion and science portion students study, okay, everywhere, in their school also, in everywhere. Okay, but the thing is, IQ portion is not that much being attempted or being studied by a lot of students. So this portion is a new portion to a lot of students. So that's why I will be coming here to teach you everything about IQ. So this presentation covers all 27 key topics to help class 10 Shri Chaitanya students excel and maximize their score. Okay, so let us now move on to next slide. So our two golden rules, which will be helpful to all the students, whether he's in class 10th, class 9th, class 5th, class 6th, class 7th. So these two golden rules will be helpful to any student, if whether he is giving score about IQ or whether he is attempting maths portion or whether he is attempting science portion. So the first important rule is time management. You might have heard about this time management everywhere. Your teacher, class teacher might be saying that you have to do time management. Your parents might be saying that you have to do time management. But most students don't know what actually time management means. Okay, so what time management is? Let us see here. Never spend more than 60 to 90 seconds on any single question. I'm talking about the score paper. Okay, I'm talking about a score paper question where if you're giving a question, if you're given a question in exam, you don't have to spend more than 60 to 90 seconds. That's it. Okay. If you're getting the answer, you have to tick it. If you're not getting the answer, just skip it for the later part. You can attempt that question at the end. Okay. So this is the first point. Second point is attempt easy and familiar topic first. So this is very important part, because most of the students just do the difficult part first. And that's the most troubling thing for all of the students. You have to do that part first, which is familiar and easy to attempt for all of you. That topics can be different to different children, but you have to identify yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your familiar topics? What are your easy topics? You have to attempt those topics first. Okay. Third thing is skip and return to tough questions. I have already told you about it. Okay. Fourth point is divide your total exam time by sections and stick to the plan. Okay, so you have to just divide your total exam time into sections and you have to do it like that. You have to plan it before coming to exam. Okay, so how will you attempt? Like suppose some students are good in mental ability, so they will have to start with mental ability. Some students are good in biology, so they can start with bio portion. So it will be like this. Some students are good in maths, they can start with maths. So you have to do like that thing also. Okay, so that at the end of the exam, you don't have a regret that you have just skipped that part, which is very easy for you. That is the best strength of you. Okay, you have to do that part first. So second point is accuracy. Every wrong answer costs marks. This I think everyone knows about it. Every wrong answer costs marks. Priority is correctness over speed. So you have to do one thing, that whenever you are attempting any question, you just see whether you can do it correctly or not. If you can see that this question is out of my range, just skip it. Okay, skip it, come to that question after at the end. Okay, don't do it at that time. So this is the first point. Second point is eliminate obviously wrong options. Okay, this is the thing that every teacher also told you, told in class also, that you have to first skip those options that you feel are wrong. Okay, third, double check some topics. These are blood relations, syllogism, coding, decoding answer. You have to just see whether you have attempted that question correct or not. You have to just double check that answer, because sometimes in hurry or doing that question fast, you just attempt the wrong option. Okay, so there are some options that suppose the answer is cousin brother. Okay, you are getting the answer cousin brother. Okay, in options you are having cousin also, you are having brother also, and in options you are also having none of these. Okay, so most of students, what they will do, they will just fast, okay, in a hurried way, they will just attempt cousin or brother. They will not see that their answer is cousin brother, specifically their answer is cousin brother. They will skip the none of these options. So I am telling you about like this was about blood relation. So you have to see in other chapters also, like syllogism, coding, decoding, you have to just double check all your correct answers. Okay. So now aim for 85% accuracy in attempted questions rather than attempting all. This is a very important point. I think this is the most important point in this slide, that you have to just see that your accuracy, the questions that you are doing should be correct. Okay, it doesn't matter you have to do all the questions, because the score questions are not that easy. If you're thinking without attempting the exam that the questions will be easy, you will do all the questions, you will do like guessing, akkad bakkad bambe wo type, hai na? You don't have to do that thing. You just have to do those questions only that you feel that they are correct. Otherwise, just skip it or do it at the end. Okay. So let us now move on to our next slide. I hope this slide is clear to everyone. These are the most two golden rules for every student. Okay, so now next slide is about three-step approach. Okay, so first approach tells you about the read the question slowly and completely, highlight key data, conditions, and what is being asked. Never assume information which is not given to you. Okay, so this is important point. I'm just repeating whatever is written here so that you can understand. Second point is identify the question type. Okay, sometimes what happen is a question is from coding decoding. Okay, and there is alphabet type question also. Okay, there are two topics, alphabet test and coding decoding. Some students think that this question is from alphabet test and they will attempt it taking at that chapter. Okay, they don't see that this question is from coding decoding. So first of all, whenever you will be given any question, you just have to first understand that that question is coming from which chapter. Okay, then afterwards you have to just attempt that question. Okay. And the third point is use elimination to remove clearly wrong options. Okay, this point we have already covered. Verify your answer against all given conditions before marking. Save time. Do not resolve if you are confident. Okay, I think this point is already being touched. So let us now move on to our next slide. Okay, so now what I will be doing, I will be touching every topic of reasoning or mental ability or IQ or reasoning that will be coming in score or any competitive exam in a brief way. Okay, we will study about all of these topics in detail. In the coming classes, I will tell you in detail about every topic that we are covering here. But in today's session, because this is an introduction type session, I will be just telling you about every chapter in brief. Okay, so our first topic is number system. Okay, number system, it will be about numbers only. Okay, like integers, natural numbers, whole numbers. Okay, like it is written here also, like there will be whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers. Okay, this might be class 10 students. These things you are studying from the, I think, 6th standard, 7th standard, 8th standard. Okay, so these things are very easy for you. Divisibility rules, divisibility by 2, by 3, by 4. Okay, remainder shortcuts. So there are some remainder shortcuts also that I will be discussing with you in the class, in the coming classes, because most students know that how to find the remainder, but they don't know the shortcuts. Okay, so I will be discussing those shortcuts also in the class. So this formula is, you have already studying in like class 10th in your first chapter, number system. LCM into HCF is equals to product of two numbers. Okay, and this is sum of first natural numbers. So these formulas you are seeing here, we will be touching these formulas in details also. So number system techniques, okay, this also we will study, but let me tell you in brief. So first method is digit sum method, okay, in which you will just add the digits, okay, you will find the sum of all the digits in that number. Okay, like you can see here, you have to just add all digits in the number repeatedly until you are getting a single digit number. Okay, then that single digit number can verify you whether what will be the remainder or what will be the answer of that question. Okay, that will be helpful for you. Second method is divisibility shortcuts. Okay, so I have already told you that you have to remember the divisibility rules from 2 to 11. Okay, but you can also, I can also tell you to learn the divisibility rules from 2 to 19 also. Okay, that we will discuss in class only. So this was our first chapter, number system. So let us now move on to our next chapter. Next chapter will be alphabet reasoning and coding decoding. These two chapters are very common because the main point, the basic concept is similar in both of these chapters. The first thing is, I will tell you that how can you remember the position of every alphabet. Okay, like you know, in alphabetical order, the position of A is 1, the position of B is 2, position of C is 3. It will be like this. So the position of Z is 26. Okay, so I will tell you the trick to remember the positions of every alphabet. Okay, and the next thing we will be discussing about the types of coding decoding. I will be telling you about the tricks. I will be telling you about the tips. Okay, which will be helpful for you in solving this alphabet reasoning and coding decoding chapter. Okay, so the thing is, what I want to tell you is that this subject IQ, this is a very fun like subject. You will enjoy when I will teach you. This is my guarantee. Okay, so I am telling you about these topics in brief only, but when I will start teaching you now, you will just enjoy each and every chapter. Okay, just be with me. Now let us now move on to our next slide. Next slide is about coding decoding techniques that I have already told you. There will be direct coding, it will be pattern based coding. So direct coding will be like that like suppose you are given, okay, let us now, okay, give me okay, I will give you some examples also. Like suppose you are given that the coding of act is suppose you are given B D U, okay, and you have to find the coding of man. I think even the 6th grade child can be able to solve this question. This is that much easy because you can clearly say that in front of A, B is written, in front of C, D is written, in front of T, U is written. Okay, and in a similar way, you can see that +1, +1, +1 is happening everywhere. +1, +1, +1. So it is like successors. Next number, okay, next digit. So the same manner, if you can apply the same principle in man, you will get the answer like this. After M, you will get N. After A, you will get B. After N, you will get O. So this was the simplest example that I am telling you. I'm just telling you the introduction. Okay. So now if I'm telling you about like pattern-based questions, okay, pattern-based questions can be like, suppose I'm asking you that the coding of box is YLC. YLC. Okay. You have to find the coding of, again, suppose you have to find the coding of man. Okay, so now what I'm seeing here is that the B is the second alphabet in the alphabetical order. Okay, and the similar way Y is the second alphabet from the last. Okay, from the reverse end, Y is the second last letter. Okay, so we can say that this is just opposite to each other. And the similar way, O is the 15th letter from start and L is the 15th letter from the end. Okay, I will tell you the shortcuts of remembering all of these things. Okay, I'm just telling you about the topics only. So the opposite of X is C. So in a similar way, you will get your answer that the opposite of M is N, opposite of A is Z, opposite of N is M. So your answer will be NZM. Okay. So let us now move on to our next slide. Okay. Okay, so friends, we are moving to our next part, that is percentage. Now we are coming to aptitude part. Okay, so there will be two portions in your exam. One will be reasoning part and the second one will be aptitude part. Aptitude part will be covering about maths. Okay, so maths, talking about maths, our first part is percentage. Okay, percentage is like everyone knows percent word is made up of two words. We all know that if I'm talking about percent, like suppose, okay, if I'm talking about percent, so percent word is made up of two words, per means divided by 1, and cent means 100. So all of together, percent whole means 1 divided by 100. Okay, so percent, in the percentage part, we will be covering these topics. Base formula we will be covering, fraction, how to find fraction, percentage increase, decrease, successive percentage change, and this part. Okay, we will be touching all of these topics in detail. So let us now see what is there in the next slide. Okay, so percentage tricks. Okay, so I will tell you. How to memorize like these tricks, like 1 by 2 equals to 50%, 1 by 3 equals 33.33%. All of these percentages values in the form of fraction. These will be helpful for you in all of these chapters. Not only in percentage, but in ratio and proportion also, profit and loss also. In every chapter that we'll be doing, these percentage tricks will be helpful. Okay. Second thing is 10% base method. Okay, so by using 10% base method, we can just find the answer of any expression. Like you can see here, if you want to find 35% of 40, you can just see 35 of 10% of 240. You can do like this, and at the end you know that 10% of 240 plus 5%. So okay, how 5% is coming here? You can see that you can divide this 35 into two parts, that is 30 plus 5. Okay, this 30 becomes 30%, this 5 becomes 5%. So 30%, you can write 30% is 3 into 10% also. Just this only. Okay, so he has done only this thing in shortcut. He has done 3 multiplied by 10% of 240 plus 5% of 240. Then he has done just calculation part and he is getting the answer of 84. Okay, so all of these things, why these are helpful? For doing these calculations, you don't need any pen and paper. You can do all of these calculations in your mind. That's why our subject name is mental ability. You can do all the calculations in your mind only. That's why mental ability. Okay. Okay, so now let us now move on to our next topic. Let us see what is your next topic. Okay, so next topic is simple interest and compound interest. Okay, so this topic is mostly about formulas. Okay, but more formulas, more than formulas, it is about touching the basic concepts, that whether you can understand that what is the difference between principal and amount. Because some students, what they will do, they will just solve questions taking consideration into amount instead of principal. Okay, suppose you are given that the sum is rupees 1500. Okay, and now what the students will do, they will just consider 1500 whether as simple interest or they will consider it as amount, and they will start solving the question. This is the biggest problem that they will do. Okay, wherever sum is written, it only means one thing, that it is principal. Mostly means in 95% cases, it means that it is principal. Okay, so principal. So this is the most. So I will also tell you that what are the major mistakes that most children do. That will be helpful for you not attempting that mistake in exam. Okay. So these are the formulas that you can see here. That is the difference between compound interest and simple interest. Okay, how to find the amount, how to find simple interest. Okay, these are the common patterns, common formulas. How to find different yearly rates when you are given different rate of interest in different years. How can you find the amount? So these are all the formulas. So let us now move on to our next slide. Let us see what is your next topic. So next topic is simple interest versus compound interest. This you already know. Okay, we will discuss about it in detail in class only. So next topic is profit loss and discount. So profit loss and discount is a very important chapter, because the thing is now the examiner will be having a lot of independence of changing any concept. Okay, they can play with your mind by giving you this question, because most students fail in these kind of questions, in solving these kind of questions. They will do mistakes in these kind of questions. Why? I will tell you. Because suppose you know that the formula for finding the profit is SP minus CP. You know the formula for finding SP when profit percent is given is this. Okay, you know when the discount percent, successive discounts are given X and Y percent, how to find the net discount. Okay, these things you know. But most students, where they will find difficulty, they will find difficulty when they see a term like this, markup, markup percent. I think, okay, you might be knowing about it, but I can clearly say, I can say it by surety that there are many students who doesn't know the meaning of this term, markup percent. And the examiner can just play with your mind by just giving the questions related to markup percent. And then you will see that I have studied all the chapter and I have never seen this term in the whole chapter. Okay, so these are the things which can be trouble to a lot of children. So we will be studying about it in detail. So discount is mark price minus selling price. Mark price is price before discount is applied. I think all of these concepts you might have studied, but we will study about all of these things in detail, okay, in class. Okay, so let us now move on to our next topic. Next topic is profit, loss, and discount method. Okay, so we know that, okay, I will teach you about this thing in class only. So let us now move on to our next slide. So direction sense. Direction sense is a reasoning topic. So direction sense, you know about the directions north, east, west, north, south. Okay, so these directions you might be knowing: east, okay, west, north, and south. Okay, so let me tell you where most of the students find trouble in solving these questions. Okay, I have seen, I'm teaching this subject for a lot of years now. I am teaching for like 6 and 7 years. Most students are failing in these kind of questions in only one concept. If I tell you that Raj is facing north and he is moving 10 kilometers north, then he turns towards his right. Now the student doesn't understand, and he asked me in class also that whether, okay, sir, it's your right or my right or Raj's right. And it is getting a hell lot of, okay, confusion to his mind, to the student's mind. Okay, so the thing is, when Raj is moving towards north and he's taking a right turn, so it means if he's moving towards this direction, suppose you are in place of Raj and you are moving in this direction, okay, and you are taking a right turn, so you know that your right hand will be on this side. If your right hand is on this side, it means Raj will be moving towards this side only, na? Okay, he will be moving in this side, so this is his right. Okay, and the other type of questions where students feel, okay, trouble is like when a person moves 45-degree clockwise, when a person moves 90-degree clockwise, where a person moves 275-degree anti-clockwise. Okay, suddenly they don't understand what is happening. Okay, so we will be doing those kind of questions also. Let us now move on to our next slide. Okay, so next slide is about, like I have told you, direction sense techniques. Okay, I will teach you about these things in detail only. Okay, so let us now see our next chapter. Next chapter is blood relation. So blood relation is one of those chapters that most students find very exciting, and most students find very confusing, and most students just got frightened by seeing this topic. Okay, so different types of students have different experience from this chapter. So blood relation chapter, from my point of view, is very easy chapter. Okay, it's nothing to like worry about when you're solving this chapter, because you just have to know how to draw a tree diagram. If you know how to draw a tree diagram for any kind of question, there is no a single point of thing to worry about when you're solving. Okay, like suppose whenever I start a question, I told you about the coded relationships. Like suppose you are given that there is a male. Okay, so male will be represented with plus sign. Here you can see that a male is represented with plus sign and a females will be represented with minus sign. Okay, and sometimes I told the students also in class, it doesn't mean that the males are positive. Okay, and the girls or the women are negative. Okay, doesn't mean like this. It is just hypothetical condition that we are taking. Okay, for your consideration, if you want to reverse the thing, you can do it. If you want males to be negative, you can do it. If you want the females to be positive, you can do that also. Okay, it doesn't make, but you have to stick with that decision whenever you are solving any blood relation question. Okay, this is the only thing you have to just keep in mind. So we will be studying about maternal relationships, okay, paternal relationships, grandfather, grandmother, paternal grandfather, paternal grandmother, okay, and cousin, nephew, niece, okay, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, So all of these relations, okay, that will be coming in this chapter. In detail also, we will be doing difficult questions also. Let us now move on to our next topic. Ladies and gentlemen, our next topic is non-verbal reasoning. Okay, so this chapter, this part is very easy, and I think this is the most excited chapter. Okay, that makes students excited a lot when you say, okay, when they see the problems like this chapter. So non-verbal reasoning is like figure-based questions. Okay, you are given like mirror images. Okay, you might have solved somewhere in your life mirror images questions, water images questions, or pattern completion, figure series, or paper folding and cutting. Okay, so these type of topics in which the figures are related. Okay, so these are very like you will just enjoy when we will solving this. Okay, these kind of questions. It is very enjoyable type of topic. Okay, let us now move on to our next topic. Next topic will be syllogism. Okay, syllogism. Let me tell you about something about syllogism. I have read somewhere in research somewhere that in UPSC syllogism is a very important chapter. Okay, in UPSC I think in a first paper, syllogism is one of the topics. So most of the UPSC students just skip this topic, syllogism topic. Just they skip this topic because they find it confusing, or they didn't find to give much of time. But I'm telling you from my experience, I can guarantee you that when I teach you this topic in only about 10 to 15 minutes, you just have to give 10 to 15 minutes of my class of syllogism. You will never be able to forget any detail about this chapter in your whole life. You will be able to remember each of these concepts. Okay, so syllogism chapter is all about drawing Venn diagrams, like when you will given all A is B, some A is B, no A is B, or some A is not B. So you just have to understand that that when we are given all A is B, all A is B, all A is B, the Venn diagram will be like this. All A is B. Okay, we will study about it in detail. All A is B, like you can see here, all of the A is coming inside B. It clearly shows that all A is B, because we can see all A. All A means the whole of A is B. It means the whole part of A should come inside B. So this statement is clearly representing this Venn diagram. Okay, so we will do this thing, but in detail. In all of these things, like some A is B, some A is not B, no A is B. Okay, so these kind of things in this chapter. So let us now move on to our next chapter. So next chapter will be about Venn diagrams. Okay. So Venn diagrams, here we are talking about union, intersection, complement, subset. Okay. So if I tell you about logical Venn diagrams mostly students found very exciting, because whenever I go in class now, there are always 2 to 3 students in every class that always tell me, sir, please give me one Venn diagram question. Me students are so much engraved into this topic that they just want me to give a question of Venn diagram again and again and again. They just find this very exciting topic. Okay, because many students do mistakes in these kind of topics. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, suppose I give you a question, like suppose I have given you a question. Suppose I have given you like this: chair, furniture, and table. Okay, so what you will be given, that you have been asked that you have to just make circles which will be representing all of these objects. Okay, but those circles should make a relationship. Okay, like you know that chair. Okay, what is the relationship? Okay, what is the relationship of chair with table? You know that no chair is table. So the circle of chair and circle of table will be different. And what is the relationship between chair and furniture? Everyone knows that all chairs are furniture. And similarly, all of you know that all tables are furniture. So what we will be doing, we will just make the circle of chair and table inside the circle of furniture. We will do like this. Okay. So based on it, If I just give you a question, just try to solve. Okay, I will not tell you the answer. I will tell you the answer of that question in your Venn diagram class only. Just try to solve that question if you feel that you have to find, you have to create the Venn diagram of mothers, women, and teachers. Okay. If you know, you can just draw this Venn diagram in your notebook. Okay, I will tell you the solution in the class only, because I'm telling you, if you know how to solve this question, even then also 80% of students will do the incorrect answer. Okay, and the real answer will just shock you, and you will just agree with the real answer, but it will shock you also. Okay, okay. So let us now move on to our next slide. So our next slide is about our next topic is about machine input output. Okay, so machine input output is all about finding the patterns. Okay, finding the patterns. Yes, only about finding the patterns. So for example, let us see, you are given an input. Okay, like suppose you are given an input like this 12. Let me give you some example. Like suppose you are given 12, 53, 16, 19, 23. Okay, let us suppose you are given this input. Okay, and in the output, okay, all of these things will be given to you in the exam. In the output, you might be given like this: 12, 16, 23, sorry, 12, 16, let me just write here 19, 12, 16, 19, then 23 and 53. Okay, so now there will be some steps also that will be given in between them. Okay, there will be step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, like this. So now when you will be given step 1, step 2, step 3, okay, you can see that in the output all of the numbers are written in ascending order. Okay, you just have to find the pattern that in which way they are being arranged that they are getting this output. Okay, means you have to see that in step 1, 12 will be written here. Okay, only 16 is being replaced with 53. So 16 will come here, 53 will come here. Okay, 53 will come here, and 19, 23, everything will remain there only. Okay, so you have to just understand the pattern. What is being done here? Okay, what is being done in every step, and the same pattern you have to apply in the given question. Okay, if you're not understanding this topic currently, don't worry about it, because I'm just giving the example, I'm just briefing it out. You just don't have to frighten about it. We will just study this topic in detail afterwards. Okay, so let us now move on to our next topic. Our next topic is data sufficiency. Okay, data sufficiency is like, you have, if you understand every topic, if you understand every maths topic, if you understand every reasoning topic, then that every reasoning topic and every maths topic can be covered in this chapter, data sufficiency. Okay, because what will be coming in this chapter? You will just be given like 4 options. Okay, you will be just given 2 statements. Statement 1, you will be given 2 statements, statement 1, statement 2. Okay, or sometimes you might be given statement 3 also, but let us assume that there are only 2 statements, statement 1 and statement 2, and after those 2 statements you might be given 4 options, A, B, C, D, and first option is both A and B are correct, both A and B. B option is either A or B is correct. C option is neither A or B is correct. D option is that none of these, or something like that. Okay, so it means that you have to just figure out that whether these 2 statements are correct or not. Okay, this is the only thing. But to solve this question, you have to understand that topic also, because these 2 statements can be coming from any topic. These 2 statements can be coming from blood relation also, from distance direction also, from percentage also, from ratio proportion also. Okay, so it will be like this. Let us now move on to our next topic. Our next topic is number ranking and time sequence test. Okay, so in number ranking and time sequence, you will be given statement-based questions. These are statement-based questions. You might be given 3 or 4 statements, and you have to find the pattern and you have to just arrange the persons or anything that is given in the question in a particular order, in an order that is being asked to being ordered in the question. Okay, like suppose, okay, here you can see an example like identify oldest or youngest positions. Like you can see here, okay, identify oldest or youngest positions. You might be given that there are 4 persons or 5 persons. Okay, so B is elder than A is elder than C. It can be like this, and at the end, you have to find who is the oldest among them or who is the youngest among them. So by solving that question, you have to just give your answer. So it will be very easy. It will be very, very, very easy. And similarly, position from top to bottom, like you will be given a statement that a person is ranked 29th from the start and same person is ranked 30th from the end. So you have to just find out that how many persons are there in the row. Okay, so it will be very easy. I will be telling you the shortcuts also, don't worry about it. Okay, so I think this chapter we will be studying in detail. Let us now move on to our next topic. Next topic is speed, distance and time. So speed, distance and time, this topic is, you might be studying this topic from the very start. You have studied in physics also. You have studied in maths also. You have studied in aptitude also. Now you are studying in IQ also. Okay, so speed, distance and time. Okay, there is a basic formula, speed is equal to distance upon time. Relative speed, you can find out if the directions are same, you have to just subtract the speed. If the directions are opposite, you have to just add the speed. Okay, these are the basic things that we can cover. And the topic that it will be touching, that will be boats and streams, and there will be other topic that is trains, problem based on trains. Okay, so all of these topics will be helpful, like trains. You can see here trains and average speed formula or average speed concept can also be coming in the exam. Okay, so these are all the topics that we'll be covering. So let us now see what is the next topic. Next topic is clocks. Okay, so clocks topic is also very important. Okay, for that, let me ask you a question about clock. Okay, suppose I'm asking you what is the angle between hour hand and minute hand. Okay, this is the question for you, by the way. Okay, what is the angle between hour hand and minute hand at 3:15 p.m.? Okay, you have to just tell me the answer in the comment box. If you're seeing this video, you have to just comment me in the chat box that what will be the angle between hour hand and minute hand at 3:15 p.m. Just give me your answer. I'm just giving you 10 seconds if you know the answer. Very easy answer. You can just imagine it. Okay, I'm just waiting for 10 seconds. You can just type it in the comment box if you know. Otherwise, just try to solve if you don't know the answer. Let us see who will give the answer. Okay. Okay, so I think many of you might be getting 0 degree. Yes, okay, I think it's 0 now. Yes, because 3:15 p.m. you can see that okay, at 3 both of these hands can be matching. Okay, the hour hand also, the minute hand also at 3. Okay, you're getting 0 degree. Yes, it's not correct. Yes, you're right, it's not correct, because at 3:15 p.m. you might be thinking that both the hands are at the same line, but it's not, because if I tell you exact clock, you can see that at 3:15 p.m. the hour hand will be something between 3 and 4 and minute hand will be matching the 3. Okay, so there will be a small angle which will be there between minute hand and hour hand at 3:15 p.m. and this angle we need to find out. Okay, and I will be telling you two things: the logical method, that is when if you want to find the answer of this question, there are 2 methods. First method is by using the speed of minute hand and hour hand. Second method is by using the formula that I will tell you in class. Okay, so but the answer of this question is 7.5 degree. Just figure it out until I am telling you in the class that how we are getting 7.5 degree. Okay, let us now move on to our next topic. Let us see what is our next topic, ladies and gentlemen. Our next topic is cubes and dices. Okay, so cubes and dices, if I am telling about score now, cubes and dices is the favorite chapter from the score paper. Okay, because whenever I see score, I can clearly see at least 1 or 2 questions from this chapter, cubes and dices, even from clocks also. Okay, So if you're skipping this chapter, then you're skipping a lot of marks, ladies and gentlemen. You are actually skipping a lot of very easily taking marks. Okay, because this chapter is not difficult. This chapter is easy. Okay, because the thing is, the questions will be like this, that you are given a cube and it is painted from all the sides or it is painted from some sides. Okay, you have to just cut it in any parts, okay, in any number of parts. Okay, and you have to find out that which part is getting two-faced painted, okay, how many cubes are two-face painted, how many cubes are three-face painted, how many cubes are like zero-face painted, or any concept it can touch. Okay, you can go in detail also in this chapter. So the basic concept is only this, that okay, you will be given a cube and that can be cut into some parts. So like okay, it can be cut into 3 by 3 by 3 form, 3 by 3 by 3. It can be cut into 4 by 4 by 4. What I'm talking about 3 by 3 by 3. Okay, can you understand? If I'm saying this term 3 by 3 by 3, do you understand? Okay, what is the meaning of 3 by 3 by 3? Okay, 3 by 3 by 3 means if I'm drawing a cube, I'm cutting the length, the width, and the height into 3 by 3 by 3 form. Okay, this is the meaning of 3 by 3 by 3 cutting. So similarly, you can cut the cube into 4 by 4 by 4. It is like this. Okay, and you can able to find the number of small cubes that are two-face painted, three-face painted, zero-face painted, or one-face painted. Okay, the other chapter will be dice. So you will be given a dice and you have to find which face is opposite to the face which is representing 1. Which face is opposite to 2. Okay, so the questions will be like this. We will be discussing this thing in detail in the class. So let us now move on to our next topic. Our next topic is averages. Okay, so averages, I think this is very easy chapter. Okay, there is nothing to be telling. You know everything about this topic. I will just tell you in brief that what we will be covering. So simple average, you know that average is equal to sum of all the observations upon number of observations. Weighted average, you can see the formula. Change in average, that you know old average plus minus change over number of observations. So there is okay. So there are some short tricks also for finding the answers of some specific questions. So exam trick, use a deviation method, find difference from an assumed mean for faster calculation. These are the simple tips and tricks that we will be discussing in the class. So let us now see our next chapter. Next chapter is analytical puzzles and sitting arrangements. So sitting arrangements is like when we made some persons to sit in linear order. Linear order means in a line. Like suppose we are making 4 persons sit in a line and you are given that A is second to the right of B. It means if they are facing in the north direction and you are being given that A is at the extreme right and A is sitting second to the right of B, then it means B will be coming here. And if you are given that C is second to the left of C, it means C will be coming here. And if you are giving that D is immediately right of B, it means D will be coming here and E remaining person will be coming at the remaining place. Okay, so these kind of questions will be there. So circular arrangement, similarly like linear arrangements, there will be circular arrangement type questions also. Like there will be some persons who will be sitting in the circles. Tabular arrangement, okay, these will be some persons who will be sitting in the table, tabular like rectangular table or square table. Okay, so let us now see. Okay, so it is only about our topic of arithmetic puzzles and missing terms. So about missing terms, what he is talking about missing terms, that you will be given a geometrical shape. Okay, like suppose if I give you a geometric shape, I'm just making this geometric shape now only, just to give you an idea that how questions can be coming. Okay, suppose you are given this diagram and there is a number 1 here, there is 2 here, there is 3 here. Okay, and here you have to find what will be coming here, and here it is written. Okay, I'm giving the easiest question just to make you understand. So, okay, and here 24 is written. So what do you think? That what will be coming in this place? According to you, what number will be coming here? I think everyone knows that 4 will come here because 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 is 24. Okay, so I think when we will start doing these kind of questions now, you will be able to understand all the concepts in detail. Okay, so let us now move on to our next topic. Our next topic is data interpretation, time and work, and calendars. Data interpretation is all about reading graphs, tables, pie charts. Okay, time and work means, like, suppose you are given that one person is completing a particular thing in 12 days, other person is doing the same thing in 16 days. If they do this thing together, how much time will they take? These kind of questions, like chain rule questions, okay, time and work questions, like you can, okay, it might be asked to find the efficiency. Okay, so these kind of questions. Okay, so let us now see our next topic. Our next topic is statement assumptions and conclusion. Okay, statement assumptions means you might be given some statements, and after that you are given some some conclusions. The thing is, in the options you might be given that which of these statements is implicit, or which of these statements is correctly matching the conclusion. Okay, so you just have to figure out the implicit statement or implicit assumptions. There are some rules for it. Okay, there are some rules, some tips, some tricks that if you understand, that if you know that, then you can able to solve these kind of questions very easily. Okay, there is nothing to worry about. Next thing is avoid extreme conclusions. This is also one of the points that will be helpful for you for solving these kind of questions. Okay, so that was about today. I think I have covered all of these topics in detail. But if you want to know more about score exam or IQ portion or anything you want to know about score, you can tell us in detail. We will try to reply that query about it. Okay, and we will be starting the IQ part, the IQ section as early as possible. It might be starting in I think 2 or 3 days. So I will be taking the first class. Okay, you can also tell me in the comments that which topic do you want me to start with first. Okay, then we will start. If most of the students will be asking about that topic, we will start with that topic only. Okay, so thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope all of you enjoyed the session. You will be enjoying a lot when we will be studying all of these topics in detail. I'm assuring you that. Okay, so bye. Good day. Take care. Bye-bye.